Just Beyond is the latest anthology series to hit Disney+, inspired by the works of Goosebumps author R.L. Stine. All 8 episodes drop on the streaming service on October 13. Before we get into this, don't forget to hit that like button down below. It does wonders in getting my content out there. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to keep up to date with all my content. I'd also like to know, what is your favourite R.L. Stine story, whether that is from the Just Beyond graphic novels or from the classic Goosebumps books? Fire away down in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. Inspired by the writings of R.L. Stine, Just Beyond is an 8-episode anthology series that tells astonishing and thought-provoking stories of a reality just beyond the one we know. Each episode introduces viewers to a new cast of characters who must go on a surprising journey of self-discovery in a supernatural world of witches, aliens, ghosts, and parallel universes. Alright, so going into this one, I wasn't really too familiar with, in fact I was not familiar at all with Just Beyond. I am a kid in the 90s and I grew up with R.L. Stine's Goosebumps. I read a number of the books, I used to watch the TV series. It scared the absolute living daylights out of me. And when I heard about this, when Disney sent over the screeners for this, it kind of piqued my interest. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna check this one out. I will say at the top of this, usually when Disney sends over episodes of a series to review, it's usually like the first 2, 3, 4 episodes maybe. But this time around, they've actually sent all 8 episodes of the series. So this review right here is essentially a series review. All 8 episodes do drop on the one day. Obviously, Disney want everyone to experience this for Halloween. So you'll have all the episodes there to just kind of binge through. Now, this is of course based on a series of graphic novels written by R.L. Stine. Again, I had never heard of them before, but it's very similar to Goosebumps in that each episode is its own kind of standalone story. It focuses on different characters, different kind of phenomenon and paranormal kind of stuff. There's ghost stories, there's alien stories, there's mysteries of the unknown, there's parallel universes, there's absolutely anything you can think about, it's kind of thrown into this thing, into all these different episodes. Now, I didn't particularly love this, but I know that I'm not in really the core demographic of it. This is a show that's very much aimed towards a younger audience, probably like a pre-teen, early teen audience. All the characters, like you read through the synopsis of the episodes, and the characters are all like 13, 14 years old, so they're young kids. And this is a show that is particularly aimed for that audience. So no, these are not particularly frightening things for older audiences. You see, as an adult, these are not going to be scary or, you know, petrifying, anything like this. These are like kids horror things. This is essentially like American Horror Story Junior. In the idea that it is an anthology horror series, but it's for the kids. I think it's quite good for what it is, and I think I really would have loved this when I was growing up, because I did love Goosebumps, and I love stuff like Round the Twist, which was an Australian anthology series. It was about a group of kids who, all these weird paranormal things were always happening around them, all different kinds of stuff. There was an episode in that actually that scared the absolute crap out of me about a living scarecrow. I hated that episode. I hated it. And it took me many years to actually be able to watch the whole thing. Or even like So Weird, which was a really great Disney Channel show back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I feel like it's very similar. It almost feels like a kind of a throwback to these great 1990s, early 2000s kids anthology horror series, and it feels very much like them in style and in tone and with the music and even the performance stars and stuff. It just feels like it fits in with that stuff so well. And I know I would have loved this show as a child, and I think today's younger audience will probably really enjoy this as well. I don't know what kids are watching these days. Are kids watching like really frightening stuff? I don't know. I don't know if kids are so desensitized these days that they won't find stuff in this scary. But there are some things in here that I was watching and thinking that would have absolutely scared the crap out of me as a kid. You know, if I was scared of the dummy in Goosebumps and the scarecrow in Round the Twist, I would have been absolutely petrified. There's this monster. There's an episode where this girl is like haunted by this monster. It's like this big Slender Man kind of thing that keeps appearing. Lots of jump scares and stuff, and he's got like this creepy white face mask on. It's just creepy as hell, and it would have scared the crap out of me as a kid, and I feel like it probably will scare. I don't know. There's no blood, there's no gore, there's nothing like that. It's just really benign kind of, supernatural kind of phenomenon shows that are a lot of fun for a younger audience anyway. The great thing about it too is that the episodes are loaded with really fantastic messages. Every episode has some kind of message about humanity, about life, and particularly when you're a younger kid and you are still learning so much about life and everything around you, I feel like this is like a really great show. You know, it teaches you about friendship, it teaches you about family. There's episodes in here that teach you about, not judging a book by its cover, or, just kind of embracing the weird little quirks that we all kind of have. It's such a nice and beautiful series that every single episode has a nice little message. And if you've watched stuff like Round the Twist or Goosebumps or anything like that, some of the episodes, they end where it's like, whoa, we thought there was a ghost, but it's not actually a ghost. It's just a guy in a white sheet, something like that. Some of the episodes do end like that, but then there are some episodes that'll end like kind of open-ended, like, ooh, maybe there were really aliens all along, or something like that, So I like that it does mix it up a little bit. The formula does mix up from episode to episode. Not every single one feels the same. It's a really nice kind of mix of different things where it does really defy and subvert your expectations, where it does have these nice little twists. You never really quite know where these episodes are going, and I love that. I think it's just a really well-made, really well-crafted series. It's a very well-made show, and it's really great, and I think it is going to work perfectly for its target demographic. But again, if you're going into it, you're someone who's a bit older, maybe like my age and older, I don't feel like there's going to be a lot in here that you're going to connect with. But if you do have younger kids, I think this is something they're going to enjoy. And at that, I will be giving Disney Plus's Just Beyond a 3 out of 5. Just Beyond is a great throwback to the kid shows of the 90s and early 2000s, feeling right at home with classics like Goosebumps, So Weird, and Round the Twist. While there's not much here to offer for older audiences, its key demographic should absolutely love it. Once again, all 8 episodes of Just Beyond land on the Disney Plus streaming service on October 13, 2021. It's just in time for Halloween, and it's going to be great Halloween viewing for families and younger audiences. Thanks again to the incredible team over at Disney Plus for providing me with the entire series of episodes for the purposes of this early review right here. And thanks everybody out there for watching. I'd like to know, what are your thoughts on Just Beyond if you have had a chance to check out the series, or if you have read the graphic novels? How does it weigh up? I'd love to know. Fire away down in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. Until next time, take it easy. Hey everyone, if you haven't yet, smash that big old subscribe button up on your screen to keep up to date with all my content, and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon for as little as $1 a month for exclusive videos, early access content, and to get your name up on the screen. Thanks again for watching.